Wealth is defined as my legacy being legendary, hereditary. I know you see me feeding my seeds, killing these weeds with determination, germination, purpose never vacant. I said at elevation, meditation, upward, universal God is most high to provide the substance, trying to reside within abundance. Lunch is dinner and breakfast, the filling of my stomach's essential, easing the hunger pains is the issue. So focus.
Go, go, get it, go, 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 go, get it,
Yo, what's up? This is Boxx-A-Million. You're now tuned into the first episode of the Kindness Universe of the Autism,
also known as CUA.
Alright, and this is basically going to be where we initially just having conversations with my oldest son, Kindness Paul II, also known as Boxx 500 Stacks, about him being on the spectrum and his life, and then digging more into our family structure and him also being on the spectrum. And then eventually we evolve into Kindness interviewing other kids, teenagers that's on the spectrum that's willing to talk to him about it. And this is his brainchild. I'm his father, just like I said, with Boxx-A-Million Incorporated, Landry 7 Media, and this is the introduction of Lil Boxx. So it's Big Boxx.
Lil Boxx. Also, this is our first official pilot.
This is the first official pilot podcast slash what you say you gonna call it all the time now?
Talk show.
Talk show. There we go. All right. So since this is the first initial episode, what we're basically gonna do is we're going to ask Kindness some questions, and by asking him some questions, we're basically going to be going through the actual process of him and his initial memory, and try to just actually talk to someone on the spectrum and see how their mind actually works, and then also see their perspective. Okay? So as far as Lil Boxx, we didn't find out he was on the spectrum until 2018. I think when he was in the fourth grade?
I think it was 5th grade.
The 5th grade. So since he was in like kindergarten or first grade, shout out to Miss Woods, Miss Bynum, I think that's her name now. She always used to let us know that it was a possibility he was on the spectrum. But as a lot of households from the urban aspect of life, we don't really subscribe to technical references and diagnosis from Western medicine, because you know our black people and our relationship with Western medicine isn't the greatest at all. So but as we went forward, we started noticing that he did have different attributes of being on the spectrum, and but thank God the way we approached everything with him from young is to always push forward, always push through, and there's no excuses. Okay? And so by doing so, a lot of the attributes he have of being on the spectrum, he's able to overcome. I wouldn't say adapt, but he's able to overcome, and he's able to, quote unquote, be typical in certain areas. And in certain areas you can see that he is on the spectrum. But enough of my talking. We're just gonna go into it, and I'm gonna ask Lil Boxx's the initial question is, what's the earliest memories that you have, period, son?
Earliest memories?
Yes. What's one of the earliest things you can remember?
All right. Well,
It's okay.
I'm trying to think of one.
You're trying to think of one? So do you remember when you was 2 years old, 3 years old, 4 years old, 5 years old?
Yeah.
Around that time? Okay, do you remember anything before kindergarten, or do your memory start at kindergarten?
I did remember this time that I was actually preparing for kindergarten. I was doing all the reading and math myself without any help. So I basically kind of figured it out. I I bet I knew what I was doing. So I guess, well, I guess it was kind of a bit neat for me at the time.
Okay, it was a need for you at the time. So this was before kindergarten. So this was around when you just used to look at the TV shows.
Yeah.
What were some of your favorite TV shows then?
It was that, well, I actually don't have a favorite, but I am going to name some of them.
Okay.
It was that 1993 Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog TV series.
Okay. As far as I already know that, but as far as like educational TV shows.
Oh, there was Sesame Street, and I did watch Thomas the Tank Engine.
Okay. So that was the only two I remember, like Umi Zumi,
Yeah, Timmy Zumi, Peppa Pig, World, and Pokio.
Okay, and Pokio. So a lot of them did that help you educational wise, as far as you said you remember before going to kindergarten that you were already doing math and reading and stuff like that. So did that help you out a lot?
Yeah, it also entertained me a bit.
Yeah. I remember you were entertained a lot by Pokio, and how he was so entertaining to you and so funny to you, and we didn't really understand a lot of it now. But now, fast forwarding, we kind of understand that more and more. So, as far as those times before kindergarten, what else kind of memories do you remember before kindergarten?
Well, I did remember. Well, alright, you guys are gonna get surprised for this by a minute. But when I was, alright, this is kind of gonna sound a bit crazy and kind of stupid, but one of my craziest memories in kindergarten, I said.
Don't say no curse words. Don't say no bad words. Don't say nothing inappropriate, bro.
I said my first.
Your first curse word? All right. Well, I'm glad you don't say nothing like that. We don't have no bad language, nothing inappropriate, nothing suggestive. And just because you're on the microphone, don't take liberties. I'm still your dad, and you still can get in trouble.
Yeah, and I think it was clearly my parents' fault because we basically watched Martin. You know, Martin Lawrence's own sitcom. It does kind of bad language in it, and for some reason every time I hear a curse word, it kind of makes me laugh a bit.
That's true. That is true. We do understand that, and that is true. That is true. Okay. It's well, hopefully that ain't bad parenting. Y'all don't look at that as bad parenting, but I do understand, son. Okay. So all right, let's just keep moving forward for this episode. So we're in. So what else do you remember from kindergarten as far as it relates to your memory and being on the spectrum? Because I do know for a fact that you have an awesome memory. I know that you memorize a lot of things, and even remembering things from when you were small. And what really shocked me is how you verbatim read the Wikipedia page from the original Ghostbusters from when I was younger.
No, that was the new movie, Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Okay, all right, well, excuse me. All right, and so what else do you kind of remember from kindergarten, being in Miss Wood's class?
Well, I did remember this funny time that I was breaking crayons in class. And while I was in the principal's office, I spit on the wall.
I remember that, and I remember I had to come to the school. Remember that?
Yeah. And about the whole me saying my first curse word thing, I remembered that I was eating a burger the other night for dinner, and Mom said I couldn't have another one. It's because I said that curse word.
Okay, see that's how good your memory is. I don't even remember that. All right. So as far as now let's go into more so of you being on the spectrum and different attributes you have as far as being autistic or being on the spectrum. High functioning is what you're diagnosed with and what the doctors say you are. So as far as that, and being in kindergarten, first grade, second grade, when did you kind of understand your learning style was different, or you were not as what? Well, let me rephrase the question. Did you know that young that you were kind of uh, opposite of most of your peers? Did you realize it then or no?
Yeah.
You did.
I think I did.
Okay, so how did that? How did you come to that? Uh, that aspect of knowing that you were not like everybody else in your class. What stood out to you to let you know that, whether it was kindergarten, first grade, or second grade?
I didn't know it basically kind of happens when it, happens.
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you. So just what situation made you really be like, okay, I'm different?
Well, honestly, I didn't think I was doing so much different random things. I didn't even realize it.
Okay, all right. So, but do you remember this conversation we had and
Yeah.
the teachers? We pulled over by the grocery store.
The Food Lion?
The Food Lion, yep. After
and like you always say, they think you can't do it.
Exactly. He was in kindergarten and first grade, and we were told that they didn't think that he was able to keep up with the other children, and we was like how intelligent and smart he was. We was like he was. So just like I said, like with us in parenting and with myself, I'm from New Orleans. I'm from a different environment. So a lot of things for us was trying. We had to overcome so much. So I had to have that stern talk with him at 5, maybe 6. And I told him, I said, they think you can't do it. And like when it comes to dad as well, the world will tell you what you can't do and what you need to do to adjust or get a crutch. And I said, they think you can't do it. You have to show them you can do it. And from that point, he started to overcome, or he looked at every obstacle as when somebody tell me I can't do it, I can't do it. So I'm glad you even remember that. He said he pulled over, and that was kindergarten or first grade. Either one. I don't remember which one. Okay? And as far as whatever else from those three places in life. So we're gonna in these first segments, we're gonna break everything up in grade levels so you can really have more of an understanding. So we basically, for this episode 1, we basically have like 3 minutes left. For these 3 minutes on this episode, Lil Boxx, break down those years of kindergarten, first and second grade, and how the way your mind works got you up and past those 3 grades. Just break it down for me. We can do this for the next 3 minutes. Take the floor.
Alright, I did remember I made my first pipe cleaner doll. His name is Twister. See? I did multicolored pipe cleaners and got red candy wrapper for the eyes. I made a new one and I named it Mackenzie. And I made an alternate version of Twister, but this time with yellow candy wrapper. And I did remember making one that's named Sparkle Tail. This is a reworked version of him.
Okay.
It kind of looks like the head. Kind of looks like the shape of a head from the Super Mario games.
Okay, and did that help you with your stimming?
Yeah, surprisingly it did.
All right, and it does to this day, correct?
Yes.
Okay, all right. And before signing off, just let them know your name and your birthday.
All right. As all of you, some of you may know me. I'm Kynes Paul Landry II, aka Boxx 500 Stacks, aka Lil Boxx. My birthday is August 28th.
What year were you born?
09.
All right. And the thing about it is if everybody don't know, if you're from New Orleans or you know about New Orleans, I'm in North Carolina now because of Hurricane Katrina. And Lil Boxx is born exactly 4 years after Hurricane Katrina. Same day. So it's a lot of little similarities in those things. And he is my namesake. He's named after me. I'm Big Boxx-A-Million. That's why he's 500 stacks. Boxx 500 stacks, Boxx 500,000. And I'm Big Kindness, he's Little Kindness, and I'm Big Boxx as well. And you'll be introduced going along through these episodes as well, through to my other kids as well. So hopefully you can support, follow along with Boxx 500 Stacks journey for the rest of his life. And he basically told me he was ready to jump in front of all this. I've been doing all this since I was 11 years old. I'm 41.
And please help us support the show.
Yeah, definitely support the show.
Do whatever you can to support or help this show grow more to the franchise.
Yes, and this is the end of the first episode. It's going to be to be continued to part 2. This Big Boxx.
Lil Boxx, to be continued.
Be royalty. Peace.
Boxx-A-Million.
Boxx-A-Million. Boxx-A-Million.
Mighty Lion of Judah.